This video is for all the Mopar guys, which includes me. I got a phone call one day from a buddy of mine in Petaluma, California, and he said he found a '63 Plymouth convertible with 383 in it, but it had funny looking exhaust manifolds. Well, to make a long story short, it ended up the car has a 1965 383 in it, but it is an original Max Wedge car. So I just had a lot of questions about it. I put some information out on the internet about it, but I had a lot of questions from people, and I thought, well, why don't I, before I do any more disassembly, let me put something on the internet, put a video up on it, and kind of keep track of just what the progress is going to be, and maybe answer some of the questions that I've gotten. So we'll start at the front end. Very good condition. I'm very happy with the car. No bangs, no crashes. I have a dent here that happened in the storage yard where this car sat since 1971. Just going to walk around the car, point things out, and try and point out just how nice the trim really is on the car. Like I said, just no door dings, no rust out, solid as it can be. Again, perfect. The doors are good, quarters are good. The rocker panels all solid. There is some rust on the car, so maybe I'll show you that first. The area underneath here is shot and will obviously need replacing. Those ports, of course, those parts are AMD actually makes these parts. So I'll probably end up using those parts from them. But that is the extent of the rust. Coming around the back again, no damage to the bumpers. All of the trim is still nice, so the car was very well taken care of. And here you can see it's 1971, the last year that the car was on the roads in California. Let me show you the trunk floor. A few things going on here. Some surface rust, some scale, but definitely no holes in the trunk floor. Everything pretty solid. Again, rust on both sides though in the trunk wells. This was added by one of the two previous owners. Not quite sure what's going on here other than it was obviously for a battery in the trunk, but this red lead underneath the car goes directly to the chassis. So obviously this car did not come with a rear trunk tray. Again, I haven't cleaned up anything, haven't really tried to scrub her down or anything like that, but car is basically the way I found it. And again, I'm just thrilled with the trim and the condition of the car. And these chrome pieces are just not all pitted up, not bent up, nothing missing. We'll go into the interior here, and go around to the other side. I took the interior out and found solid floors. I mean, original paint, everything here. Some surface rust, yeah, there's some surface rust back here where the convertible top probably was leaking. Took the rear panels off and the original plastic is still on the car. I disconnected the rams and freed up all the mechanisms for the convertible top. There's the 3-speed. I started taking the dash apart, and then again labeling and boxing all the pieces. But it is a 3-speed, never that I can tell has ever even been out of the car. Oh, and I did find the original keys too, so that was a pleasant surprise. As I understand it, this car, 63 Plymouth Sport Fury, has, being a black car, they've made 7 black Max Wedge convertibles. Those are the numbers that I've got. I think out of a total of 31 or 35 convertibles, it ended up with the 426 Max Wedge and 63 in the convertible. And this car ended up being obviously Max Wedge, 426, 3-speed, but with this blue interior, original interior, and it has the only one that was ever ordered, apparently, with the blue combination for the interior. So if you want to go on the one of one, well, I guess that this qualifies for that, but it's just happy as I can be with finding this car. I disconnected the rams because I wanted to, I'm not sure whether they're seized up or whatever, but the convertible top, I wanted to get a good look at the convertible top. And other than the top is like an eggshell, it's going to crack all to pieces when I start operating this manually. So I decided I'm going to pull the top off with as one whole unit and deal with it later on with somebody who really knows what they're doing with a convertible top, which is not me. So let's go look under the hood. And the friend of mine that told me about the car, he said, like I had said, it's got a 383 in it, but it's got real funny exhaust manifolds. Well, that started me thinking about, did somebody put Max Wedge exhaust manifolds on a 383 Sport Fury? And then I thought, wait, whoa, hold it, time out. Did somebody put a 383 in a Max Wedge car? So I've been talking with Gary at maxwedge.com quite a bit, and I had lots of conversations with him before I finally got to go actually look at the car, and he showed me where to look. Right underneath on the build plate, under the letter A for a 63 Plymouth, that 9 is the 426 Max Wedge motor. Of course, there's other little hints. The way this brake line hooks 180 away from the motor, they were trying to get the brake line away from the exhaust manifolds. If it had come out like on a normal big block 63 car, or cars of that era, it always drops straight down. Well, this made it a Max Wedge unique feature there, as well as these holes along here that hold the wire loom up and out of the way, further away from the exhaust manifold heat. Trying to think of anything else basically to say about the car, other than happy as I can be that I found this car. Issues, well, a few. Absolutely going to need some paint. Going to need a full restoration, but really starting with a real solid car. So I hope you Mopar guys, well, you Ford guys and you Chevy guys that happen to watch this too, I hope you enjoyed the brief description. More to follow.